Just go live now. Yo, we are live. Let's go. Definitely, I think this is going to be one of the more important lives because this is honestly something that I think everybody has been. I gotta say, I am so thankful that that they did that. Honestly,
Moved it up.
yeah, like.
Yeah, they knew everybody was bored in the house and they in the house bored. So they took care of us and was like, here, we're going to give you something to do.
Oh
And so
yeah,
here we
and
are.
yeah, I'm definitely excited about it, honestly, because, like I said, bro, like this is something that nobody's ever seen before, other than like sports writers, and
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of cool. I'm a Mike fan. You're a Mike fan. You know, even people that aren't really Mike fans can appreciate what this is. Like it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be really dope, honestly.
I just need all LeBron haters to stay away, or all LeBron lovers, whatever you want to call it.
What do you so what real quick, everybody, I got our Lamar clothing in the live again with me. We have another, I think we might have one or two more people coming in throughout, and we're just going to talk and everything. What's up, Javon? EW, what up? HM Sports, what up? King Cali, what up? But yeah, what are you expecting out of this? What do you kind of?
Because I'm older, I got to witness, the tapes that came out probably before a lot of the sneakerheads were born. So the Come Fly With Me, all the stuff that came on TV, the stuff that was showed on VHS. I got to watch a lot of that. So I'm expecting to see some of that plus some, the stuff that I didn't get to see. Because when I talk about I'm an MJ fanatic, bro, whenever the Bulls play, okay, you know how much I love Carolina, as you can
Yeah.
see. And I will clear my entire schedule to watch some Carolina basketball. I could be at work and I'm like, hey, everybody can go home. I'm going to watch the game. That's how I was as a child watching MJ. I would watch when they came on TV. And because, we lived in the Midwest, that's the NBA game that was shown. And I would actually record the game and just watch it. Like I would watch it and I'd sit up there and I'd wait for, it to go to commercial. I hit the pause button and then come back and then I hit record again. So I was a diehard MJ about the sneakers. That's how I knew about like the home and away. I know a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people don't comprehend, you wear light jerseys with dark shoes and dark shoes with red jerseys. I was in there, bro. I was in there. So I'm expecting to see a lot of good stuff tonight.
Yeah, and see, like, like me, like I was alive for the last three-peat, and I vaguely remember the very last championship, what they're going through today, but I remember seeing the Wizards Mike whenever he's 38, 39 years old,
Not the Wizards, Mike.
and he's still scoring 30, 40, 50. Like he's still balling on these kids. So definitely is
that was a hard time in my life, man. Watching MJ play for the Wizards, even though he had Rick, even though we're not going to speak on Kwame Brown, but he had some people with him, even Ty Lue, but it was no Bulls. It was no Bulls at all.
I know, but the thing is, like, he's that old and he's still killing. Like he came into the new era of basketball and was old and still averaged 20 a game and like still shot almost 50% from the field. Like that's
and see what a lot of people don't realize is that they always try to bring up, and I try not to debate LeBron fans at all because their LeBron fandom gives them horse blinders. But when they're like, oh, well, Jordan didn't do anything without Scottie. When Scottie left the Bulls and he played for the Portland Trailblazers and the Houston Rockets, he was cheeks. He was straight cheeks.
Well, you have to see this too. You have to realize this too. that first little bit that before he was good, the first 2 years as a Bull, he was cheeks too.
It was
Like, he was
facts.
cheeks. And like
Big old facts.
and then in the playoffs, whenever he actually got good and they got to the playoffs and got to the Eastern Conference Finals, he wasn't ready physically or mentally for the bad boy Pistons. And it wasn't even close. Like
he had to become an asshole to play.
Yeah, he and that's the thing that right now, I think from some people that I've talked to and everything, I feel like Mike is kind of, thinking, should I really let this out? Because he thinks people are going to view him differently, I guess.
They are, man. I mean, a lot of people don't know that, Mike was a gambler. Mike used to drink. Mike, was a womanizer. That has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? As long as you was balling, on the court and getting these buckets and winning these chips and banging out these shoes, I don't care what you was doing, because I'm pretty sure all the NBA players was doing what you was doing. But
honestly, in my opinion, with social media today, Mike couldn't have played. I don't think I honestly don't think that, like, talent-wise, he still would be the best player in today's game. But with how it is with social media, seeing him out gambling, seeing him with different women, it would have been tough on him, because back then, I mean, social media wasn't as powerful as it is today.
I mean, yeah, he would still be able to play, but he couldn't get away with the shit that he got away with.
He would have had to have moved a whole lot differently.
I mean, but he still would have been shitting on niggas, because remember, he was pulling up in Ferraris, and like, if you think, NBA players right now are humble. You don't see LeBron iced out unless he's going to go watch basketball or something. But you don't see him iced out, pulling up in this, pulling up in that. MJ was that dude. He would do that. He would pull up in a Ferrari with a pet tiger sitting on his lap and be like, yo, what game we in? Who we got tonight? Golden State? It's nothing. Chris Mullin? It's nothing.
And see, another thing that it's crazy that I bring up a lot is, look at all the all-time greats that Mike kept from winning.
Mm-hmm. Ringless. That's what we call them.
There are top 20, top 15, some people could even say top 10 players that do not have a ring.
Miller, Stockton, Malone,
Barkley,
man,
Sean Kemp,
don't get me started on Houston. Like, let's call a spade a spade. If Michael Jordan never would have retired, Houston would not have that back to back. I don't care what you say, because they were pushed to the brink with just Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, and that's the thing that also, like, they were lucky that the Magic were able to beat them that one year.
Mm-hmm.
Mike didn't play the entire year. Comes back to the playoffs pretty much, and they lose in the Eastern Conference Finals. Well, then the Magic get swept, and that's with Shaq and Penny, and it's just different, man. Now it's just, and he wasn't afraid of anybody. The shit that he talked to people, he backed it up.
He was that dude. Like, MJ was, I mean, to put it towards present day, MJ was like, he had Zebo's attitude, Kevin Garnett's attitude, where it's like, yo, you can get it. I don't care about this basketball game. You want to talk crazy? We can throw hands. You seen him throw hands. He threw hands with Reggie Miller. He threw hands with some white dude. I forget what his name was. MJ was about it. Like, he was about that life.
He didn't care. He was throwing hands with anybody.
Anybody can get it. On the court, on the sideline, in the locker room. He didn't care.
And, I find it funny whenever, like, people try to say, like, he didn't play anybody. He played all the greats. Like, it's funny, but
the only people that say that are LeBron fans.
Exactly. But
like, they don't know about Brad Daugherty and Mark Price, how good Mark Price was. You talk about Mark Price right now, and people are laughing in your face. Back then, Mark Price was giving buckets. Mark Price, you leave Mark Price open on the 3-point line, boy, you might as well guarantee that's a guaranteed three.
Adrian Dantley. And it's crazy how through this I've kind of learned that really the person that ruined the entire Bulls dynasty was the GM, was Jerry Krause. It wasn't, and it's kind of like what Michael said. I believed that they should be able to just walk away when somebody beats them. That's when they should be able to be knocked off the throne. They just gave up because Jerry Krause made them.
Yeah.
Like they made them walk away.
Nobody likes Jerry Krause anyway.
No. Clyde the Glide. Yeah, Clyde the Glide was an amazing athlete, amazing player.
Him with Terry Porter. Terry Porter and Clyde the Glide up there in Portland did the damn thing.
Yeah, and Clyde the Glide is one of the best shooting guards of all time.
Can we also add in, because a lot of young heads, talk about the big three and, these teams that have all these good star players. Let's not forget the original it was a fucking big four. It was Clyde the Glide, it was Terry Porter, it was Charles Barkley, and Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
All with the Houston Rockets on one team. That was before Gary Payton, Shaq, Kobe, and Karl Malone. So Jordan had to go through that. Like, who wants a gauntlet like that?
I don't. I wouldn't have.
No, man, if you look at a stat sheet and I see Clyde the Glide, you see Clyde the Glide plus Terry Porter plus Scottie Pippen and Barkley, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm going to sit this one out.
But my thing is I just always felt like that if they would have just played until – so how would you have looked at this? Okay, if he didn't retire the first time, of course they would have won. That would have been 8 straight that they would have won. If they would have lost in 99 and then broke the team out, do you think because he lost it would have been – do you think it would have been different, like his legacy?
No, because when he did win, it was back to back to back. Everything that he did, it wasn't like it was a fluke year. Like Golden State, you can't take away how good they were. You can't take away how, they were smacking people in the face. And then they were, 73-9? 73-9, and then they didn't win. So people are like, oh, well, don't. Yeah, that started with the Bulls when they were 72-10. 72-10 didn't mean a thing without the ring. That was the slogan back then.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is like it doesn't matter how many games you win or anything like that. It only matters. History remembers winners. They don't remember the person that came in second place. You know the only teams that you remember who came in second place? Teams Michael beat. You remember those teams.
You remember, but I will give you this. In sports, you remember that team if they come back and win it the next year.
Mm-hmm.
And like you remember them, like, damn, they was there, as much as it hurt to be at that game, when Carolina played Villanova, the odds for us to come back the very next year and win it all, it wasn't like it was a fluke. It wasn't like, oh, they got lucky. That means you did the damn thing. Same thing with my Kansas City Royals. We lost in 14, came back in 15, smacked niggas, won it. And so you remember type stuff like that.
Cliff Robinson was on the Trailblazers too. You got to remember Cliff.
Kersey.
Yeah, Kersey. But here's the thing, though, right here, where he says Jordan never had to recruit players. I will say this: Jordan did ask for certain players. Jerry Krause just did the exact opposite of what Jordan wanted. I remember Jordan actually wanted Johnny Dawkins from Duke. Whenever Johnny Dawkins was being drafted, Jerry Krause went and drafted some dud from Ohio State, and it was over.
He said some dud. Look, Michael Jordan played with nothing but duds. Besides Pippen, if I get drafted to a team and you tell me that my starting and backup centers are Luke Longley and Will Perdue, I'm smacking somebody in the face. If we're playing pickup ball and you got Luke Longley and Will Perdue, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to give it your all.
I'll be pissed. I would be pissed. But you got to think about this too. The amount of all-star selections that Michael played with his entire career is ridiculous. He had 11 all-star selections as teammates for his entire career.
That's because he made everybody around him better.
Scotty had 7. Dennis had 2. What was it? BJ Armstrong had 1.
I don't even know how that nigga got in. Oh my god.
Horace Grant was the other one, wasn't it? I think
he got. See, BJ Armstrong was the dude, the dude that you be playing ball with, and he be in the corner. You like, no, don't shoot, and then he makes it, and you like, all right, man, good shot, but don't do that shit again. That's BJ Armstrong.
It's just, and everybody talks about, well, Mike didn't pass a lot. He passed when he needed to. He was an elite passer. That's a very underrated part of his game, because you think about in '89, whenever he took over as point guard for 11 games and had 11 straight triple doubles, he actually holds the record for the most assists per game by a non-point guard in NBA history in the finals.
Well, of course, who's going to combat that? Who's going to say something about that?
It's a fact that he holds that record. It's a record.
I know, but LeBron fans, they'll be like, well, if LeBron was in the playoff, he's playing point guard now, so he would have. And see, that's my thing. As a Jordan head, I don't dislike LeBron. I think he's a phenomenal player for this generation. And
then, like, everybody talks about, oh, well, Mike didn't shoot that many threes or whatever. The game wasn't a three-point shooting. He was an elite shooter. He was. If you look at the stats and everything, as a pure shooter, he was a pure shooter. Kevin Durant just said it. He was a pure shooter. He might be a top 5 shooter of all time. And it's not even close.
If Jordan shot the ball, that motherfucker was hitting nothing but net. Majority of the time, it was very rare you seen that motherfucker rattle around and clang off there, unless it was a layup. But if he was shooting it, oh, yeah.
And it's crazy, like, to me, Mike shot 50% from the field for his career. There was a season where he shot 42% from 3. He adapted to that because threes were being more used and shot more, so he had to adapt. Mm-hmm. And think about it like this. The most threes he ever attempted in a season was 290. Steph Curry shoots 800 and like
Jesus Christ. Yeah. That's a big difference right there.
Huge difference. And it's just the thing is, but like the one thing that LeBron is a phenomenal player, a great player. I don't like him, but he is an amazing player. But Michael set the standard. He set this gold standard of this is what winning looks like. This is what it takes. And you're not going to be friends with everybody. And that's one reason why today's game, I can't really watch it, because it's more – to me, this is how it comes off to me, Lamar. Whenever they're playing each other, it's like they're all laughing and carrying on and having fun and this and that. They're saying, hey, man, I really hope that you have a good game. I hope we win. I hope we win. But if you win, I'm okay with you winning too. We're having fun and, we're scoring 150 points. To me, bro, like that hatred that Michael had for other players, like whenever somebody sent me Bill Laimbeer and Isaiah Thomas talking about LeBron's the greatest ever, if they would have said anything different, I would have lost respect for them. They hate each other. Facts. Isaiah and Mike really hate each other.
Well, you remember Mike made it so that Isaiah wasn't on the dream team. He's like, nah, man, you sit this one out, G.
He pretty much blacked him out of the All-Star game. He told all of his teammates, do not pass Isaiah the ball.
And they did it.
And they didn't. So,
That's the type of pull, MJ had back then.
Everybody, if MJ said something, y'all listen. That's
straight up. Hey, I was watching Instagram, and there was a video where LeBron James, his daughter was sitting in the crowd and wanted some candy. and he went smooth into dad mode. He was like, "Yo, you got some candy?" He started asking everybody. And imagine if you was on the bench and he was like, "Hey man, you got some candy for my daughter?" If you was on that team, you would want to. You like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the concession stand. I'm gonna go get some candy. Imagine if Mike said some shit like that. Hey, you got some lemon Gatorade? You know what? I got strawberry, but I'll go get you some though if you want some. Don't like.
You want me? I'll go to the store and get it.
I'll be back there stirring the vat, goddamn lime, lime Gatorade for you.
It's like right here, made by Kicks. Ron Harper was the starting point guard for the majority of the time with the Bulls. He was a great defender. Other than that, and the thing is, like nowadays, like they were such a great team defensively because they were so physical and big. Like Mike as a defender, whenever you talk about Mike as a defender, to me, he was so amazing because look at his length, his wingspan, his hands were huge, and his timing, just everything that had to do with defense, like his instincts. It was just insane to watch. And whenever you watch him move, his footwork, whenever it comes in, he's always set. He always has the right placement of feet. He always has the right angles on the basket when he's shooting a fadeaway or shooting a jump shot. Like his attention to detail is unmatched to me. If you look at Mike, there was no flaw in his game, really. You know, there's literally there wasn't a flaw. He was an 85% free throw shooter, shot 33% for the career as 3-point. Back then, that's good. And a 50% from the field whenever he shot 50% of his shots from 10 to 17 feet out. It's just amazing.
I mean, let's call a spade a spade. He wasn't no bitch. He was going to play regardless of how he felt. You know what I'm saying? Now people have.
He was 39 years old. He played 82 games.
Yeah, there was no load management back then. You go out there and you play. Hey, but I'm gonna put these headphones on real quick. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
But honestly, like right here, whenever the Pistons walked off, it's kind of cool to me. Honestly, it was actually kind of cool. Not gonna lie. The hatred, and you know that's I'm Triple D. I'm putting money. There's going to be something shock drop tonight, but that was kind of cool to me because they legitimately did not like each other. It was a legit hatred, and for the time it was. Whenever he shot 42% from three, whenever he shot his second most 3-point, in the season he shot his second most in his career. He shot 42.3% from the 3-point line.
Whew, I'm ready for the night. I had to bribe wifey. I'm like, baby, look, I'm gonna rub your back. I rub your neck. I just need to watch this from 8 to 10. That's all I need. And she was like, well, is it 2 hours or 1 hour? She's like, maybe you need to record it. I said, look, I can't record it and watch it after. Then I'm be late. Watching. I can't have that.
Nope.
So I'm gonna get one of them big ass cookies that you see me, smashing these last couple of nights.
Bro, I saw that the other day. I said, damn.
Bro, them cookies is the truth, bro. It will set your whole, that sweet tooth that you get at night. Yeah, them cookies will put you over the hump straight up.
Hey, this is my sweet tooth, the Uncrustable.
What? Oh my God. Yo, them things will have me running to the bathroom. I'm cool on those.
That's crazy, bro. The Uncrustables are crazy. But everybody in the chat, I want to ask y'all a question. What do y'all expect from tonight? What do y'all expect to see? Or is there something you're looking forward to seeing? Or are you just looking forward to seeing stuff that only sports writers really had access to? That's kind of what I'm looking forward to because I know all Mike's stats. I watch before I could pick up a basketball, my dad made me watch VHSs of games from the entire 96, 97 season. Like even games that didn't even matter. He had them recorded, made me
I'm
buy
gonna show you something. Watch this, bro. This is gonna blow your mind. This is again me showing my age, unfortunately. Let's see here.
I don't know yet about kicks. They just might make hard copies. I don't know.
Hard copies of
The documentary.
They probably will.
I think it'll happen eventually.
Let's see here. This is this is showing my age.
What up, GOAT?
Image draft. What year was it? MJ went to the Wizards.
2002, and then he played 2003 as well. Yeah, right there. The interaction with teammates and coaches, that's something.
I feel like they should have hit me up for the documentary. You see this?
Oh shit,
bruh! These are tapes with MJ's games on them.
Really?
Dead ass, straight up.
And Skip might have a point right here. And Skip, if you want to get on live,
what's that?
Right there, he says it's going to be the first parts of the documentary, so they're going to tease us and then go hard throughout the remaining. I mean,
absolutely. They're not going to give it to us all in one night, bro. It's just like, I mean, right now I feel like a chick getting ready to watch The Bachelor. Like I'm excited. Like I'm ready to watch, get to see. I mean, how long has it been since we actually seen Mike do something?
Oh, he smacked the other like last year.
He smacked who?
Malik Monk.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't get to say because he's not in the public eye, man. He's not I have to be there. We see Shaq and Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith and Kevin Garnett. We see all these players we watch grow up. I mean, hell, you see Isaiah Thomas still hanging on. He's on the NBA TV. You got Scottie Pippen on TV. You don't see Mike. Mike's just sitting back and collecting checks. That's it. That's all he do.
Like he gained $700 million last year in net worth.
I mean, he had to give half of that to Juanita. So
yeah, still though.
Yeah, Juanita had her hand in the cookie jar, as she should.
Right here with this, Adam Silver and Michael had an agreement that they would not release any of the footage without consent from both parties, Michael and the NBA. So
okay.
That definitely is he had control over the whole thing, but Adam Silver had a hand in it too. Like he pretty much had to say the okay as well, honestly.
I mean, we couldn't go ask David Stern, RIP. So
no. It's
I mean, because at the end of the day, that was Michael's, go-to was David Stern. David Stern was that guy.
And rest in peace to David Stern. That took a huge hit to, the basketball world, really. But he said he don't like how he did Juanita. Hey, a lot of people don't like it, but I'm not here to judge it.
Look, I'm not here to justify what Mike did. But when you're a man of that stature, that caliber, that power, and you on the road all the time, can't nobody tell you nothing at all. You want what you want when you want it.
Tiger did it, but I mean, to a whole, which with me, if you're a billionaire, you need 365 prepaid. You don't leave voicemail. You ain't like, it's Tiger here. Like, you don't do that. voicemails, dog. Like, come on.
I
But it's
I can't give him the game, man. It is what it is. You get caught up, you get caught up. You gotta pay. I mean, half a Jordan brand. So every shoe that you get, half of that go to Juanita. let that sink in, bro. Half of that's going to Juanita right now.
Mike in his playing career.
Nothing. I guarantee that's what Drake meant when he said you wasn't shooting with me in the gym.
I guarantee it. It comes on at 9:00 Eastern time and 8:00 Central, 7:00 Mountain, 6:00 Pacific.
This guy over here. You work for HBO, man? TV guy?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know. I mean, these times is rough right now. You could be working anywhere. You might be working for DoorDash. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Hey, made by kicks. If the Patriots did that last year and they actually filmed the whole season, God, that would be such a dope thing to see.
But who would watch that though?
I would.
Besides you.
Everybody that recognizes greatness and the greatest quarterback ever.
Sir, nobody's taking away what he did, but nobody likes that team. Everybody was a Chicago Bulls fans in the 90s. Everybody. It don't even matter if you didn't even like the Bulls. You was rocking Bulls hats. You was rocking Bulls coats, starter jackets, all of that. Because of MJ. Tom Brady didn't have that pull. Nobody's a Patriots fan because of Tom Brady. They're Tom Brady fans, but they didn't. Tom Brady could not convert somebody into being a Patriots fan.
Because honestly, bro, like even like the people that hate Tom Brady, you hate him mainly because you can't put yourself in his shoes. Like, there's no possible way. You can't. He's sponsored by Aston Martin. He's sponsored by Tom Ford. He owns an island. I don't know anybody that owns an island. You can put yourself.
Don't get it twisted. Michael could buy he'll buy a whole state of Illinois if he wanted to.
Yeah, I bet. And I bet he'd be a better governor than what they got now. But that's my thing is like with Tom, like that's why a lot of people I feel like hate Tom because they can't. Like Brett Favre, you can put yourself in Brett Favre's shoes. If you want to wear Wranglers, guess what? You can go buy a pair of Wranglers. You can put yourself in Peyton's shoes because you know what? You want some Papa John's? I got one over here.
I'm dead. So because they're men of the people, that he said you want some Papa John's. I can't with you, bro. That's too much, bro.
With Tom, if I want a Tom Ford suit, I got to be ready to spend 5-10 racks.
I mean, you can go get some of those little Ugg boots, them little men Ugg boots that he got.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll take that all day long.
I'm trying to think what else he got.
He said he's taking Peyton over Brady. You know what? If you want to take those Ducks, you can take those Ducks.
Wow.
Peyton holds the record for interceptions by a rookie too.
You wanna know what I want to hang my hat on? What I'm so humble about, what I appreciate so much, is the closest thing next to Jordan was Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. You never hear a Kobe Bryant fan disrespect Jordan the way LeBron fans disrespect Jordan. You never do.
Because Kobe was literally a carbon copy. Kobe was Michael 2.0.
So if Kobe was Michael 2.0, LeBron's nowhere close to Kobe or Jordan. So why the hell do they think he just gets to skip Kobe and be number 2 or number 1?
And really quick, because you know I'm going to come at people with stats really quick.
Oh, man. Peyton
was a better regular season quarterback because he always had Hall of Fame receivers around him. Tom Brady had Popeye's employees and Papa John's delivery drivers and receivers. Like this year, all he had was a bunch of white dudes, and the year before that,
hold on, hey man, we're not gonna disrespect the white wide receiver, man.
Bro,
you act like Brady didn't make Hogan look like a superstar.
Yeah, and guess what? He's a lacrosse player in college, so it's like what Jalen Ramsey said. He said, "I've never played a day in my life, but if you give Tom Brady me, I'll be an All-Pro." Jalen Ramsey's right.
But honestly, you remember the Patriots used to have a receiving core. They used to have a receiver. Don't act like they worked that team.
2007, when we had Randy Moss, Wes Welker, that was a receiving core. And
Even
you know
before that, they did.
they didn't have a full onslaught of receivers.
You see
They
my
did.
face right now?
They did. They had Deion Branch, and the year before that, the time before that, they had Troy Brown.
Those are. Isn't one of them in the Hall of Fame?
Neither one of them are in the Hall of Fame
Yet.
ever.
One's going. One's going. I don't care if they're going to the Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame. One of them niggas is going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Peyton Manning had Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, Dallas Clark, Emmanuel Sanders, Demaryius Thomas, whoever
Demaryius Thomas is working at Papa John's right now. So let's move on from that.
Right now, but with the Broncos, he was catching 1,200 yards a season.
Well,
bro, Tom Brady has always done so much more with less. And everybody talks about all he does is this dinking and dunking. You know why? Because he takes what the defense gives him. It's not that he don't want to throw deep. It's because, do I want to throw deep and risk it? Or am I going to take 5 yards here, 6 yards here, and just it's death by 1,000 cuts. I'm just going to drive the ball downfield, score a touchdown. Hey, oh well.
So can I ask you a question? Since I it seems to me that you very firmly believe in doing less with more. This one's going to be rough for you, Forrest. Would you say that's been Carolina basketball here recently? Doing less with more with the 3 championships that we have?
You have Justin Jackson.
Whoa. Nobody knew who Justin Jackson was. Don't give me that. You guys have the top You guys have the top recruiting core in the nation. Number 1 and 2 right between you and Duke. Between you and Duke is always 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And you guys have 1 championship since Cal got there. 1.
Okay, and you have to think about this though.
We have 3. We have 3. We have 3. We have 3 since Roy got there.
Oh, so like 2002? That's cool.
He got there in 2003, 4.
So that's almost 20 years.
How long has Cal been at Kentucky?
10.
10?
Yes, since 2010. That was his first year. So right now, he's actually beating Roy Williams' pace. So
whoa. Hold on. So even if we go 2010, since 2010, Roy has what?
2. But you also have to think about this. Whoever won the game between De'Aaron Fox and Malik and all them that year, that was the national championship right there. They shouldn't have put North Carolina and Kentucky in the same bracket because both teams, everybody knew those were the 2 best teams in the nation that year. They shouldn't have put them in the same bracket. They should have made them face because who did y'all play that year? Was it Gonzaga or
who? Well, let's not act like Gonzaga wasn't smacking cats. Let's not act like that.
Loyola Marymount every year.
Bro, stop it. Gonzaga is a force to be reckoned with every season. Every season. So you're telling me, so let me get this right.
Hey, hold on. Yes. Bam. Right there.
What?
Let me tell you something, Jay Black. Let me tell you something.
No, get him, please. Oh my goodness.
Everybody says that, and everybody wants to talk about Coach Cal does this, Coach everybody, and especially R. Lamar and all the Cal haters, whatever, doesn't matter. Y'all had Jesus Christ on your team. Didn't even make it to the Final Four.
Ain't been to no Final Fours. Jay Black, you are dismissed. Escort yourself out of the show, sir.
Everybody wants to talk about, as soon as Coach K went to that one and done, it's been literally in the NCAA tournament, one and done. It's been over. Like, I love it.
We have to play them all the time. And so no matter how bad either one of us is doing, when we play each other head to head,
it's always a great game.
Anything can happen. This season when we were smacking fire from them And then we went to overtime. All my friends were texting me like, "Oh, bro, you're up by 5 with 30 seconds left." I was like, "That means nothing at all." It's Duke, Carolina.
Jay Black, real quick. He has 5 championships in 40 years.
Jay Black, you're still here, my man. I appreciate you. You obviously are a Duke fan, but 5 championships, 40 years. Come on, fam. Roy got 3 in 20 years, in 15 years. What you saying?
And
they won't play round robin with somebody else being the damn head coach of the Olympic team. They keep letting him do it, and that's how he keeps getting recruits. Him in that bag.
Let's see.
That's all I'm gonna say.
He won his first national title in 1991.
Woo!
Coach K has been at Duke since 1980. So this is his 40th season at Duke. And exactly right here, this is my point though. Whenever people talk about like Cal or anything like that, the NCAA tournament is you're one and done. There are teams that shouldn't make it to the Final Four, Loyola Chicago, and there are teams that should win it, as in like Duke last year. I didn't even know there was another college basketball team last year.
At all.
Year before last.
Oh
I
my God.
thought it was Duke, and I thought it was like what was the Family Guy episode with the London Silly Nannies? I thought that's what everybody else. That's what I thought it was, and I was like, I literally heard somebody describe Zion Williamson. They said, and I quote, "Have y'all seen how this man breathes? His cardio is better than anybody else's we've ever seen." I said, "What?" Like I had to step back. I was like, "Is this guy Jesus?" I literally thought that after they lost, I was like, "He's going to destroy the world now because Jesus
he lost."
Bro,
when he did the electric slide when we played him and he blew out his shoe, oh man, you should have heard my line ringing that night. They're like, "Oh man, if we wouldn't have lost Jesus, we would have gave y'all the business." And what happened? They came back, we slapped them again, played them in the tournament, and they beat us by 2 points with Jesus. Two points with Jesus.
Hey, he said,
hold on. He said Roy Williams was never a championship coach till he got to North Carolina. How many years was he at Kansas? Well, I'm not a Kansas fan, so I can give 2 shits what he did at Kansas, honestly. But I will tell you this. Your last comment, you said, and I quote, "The NCAA tournament isn't easy to win." So you try losing in the tournament game, in the championship game, coming back the very next season and winning it all.
He said, "I knew that they would have problems." Bro, y'all was blowing everybody out all year long. Didn't matter who it was. The NCAA tournament's just different. Everybody cares. That it doesn't matter what seed you are. If you get there, you got a shot. And it was just insane to watch. And like that's the thing is like with us, our problem is we'll get to a game that we should win, and we can't make freaking free throws.
Can we talk about how you lost your whole starting 5 to the draft? Like they really all think that they're going to get drafted.
Well, I think 4 of them will. EJ won't.
Wasn't he a sophomore?
EJ's a sophomore.
Yeah. Damn. You think 4 of them are going to get drafted?
Oh, yeah. Nick, he'll get drafted. Emmanuel will get drafted. Tyrese will get drafted. Ashton, he might be on the fence.
G League, here we come.
Shit, seems like everybody's going to the G League now. It's the good thing to do.
Man.
We almost lost our top recruit. We came close to losing our top recruit.
Oh, because of the payment to the G League?
Close.
That's one thing. That's one thing I can respect about Roy. Like Roy is gonna sit down in your home and be like, "Look, if you think you're gonna come to Carolina for 1 season and start, nah, we got upperclassmen for that. So you can win all these accolades that you want in high school, but when you come to Carolina, you got to earn that spot." And that's exactly what happened to Nasir Little. Nasir Little won every award known to man in high school and came off the bench. He plays no favorites. You got to earn that spot, and that's what Kobe White did. Kobe White came in. Nobody knew who the hell Kobe White was, and he beat out Seventh Woods, the mixtape phenomenon.
See, he just had bounce.
He just had what?
He just had bounce. That's all Seventh Wood had. He had.
Bounce. I mean, I was waiting for the nigga to blossom, for 3 years, and he was like Nate Britt 2.0, and he couldn't do nothing. He'd shoot it, and I'd be scared, and it was the worst, bro. I mean, given what happened to us this season, I'd rather have him run at point than not having a point guard at all. When Cole Anthony went down, when Jeremiah Francis went down, when Ant Harris went down.
I just thought this was funny when Roy was like, "Man, this is the worst team I've ever had," and I was like, "Did you?"
Hey, I told you he don't sugarcoat shit, bro. He's gonna say it.
I was like, hold on. If this is the worst team you've ever had, I was like, why'd you recruit these kids in? I was like, you're the one that put the team together.
They were hurt. If everybody's hurt and you playing with walk-ons that are just bodies, that's the same thing that happened in 2012 when we had Harrison Barnes and John Henson and Tyler Zeller. When we had all of those guys. And Kendall Marshall went down with a wrist injury, and then Dexter Strickland went out with a groin injury, and we had Stillman White, some white dude who was a missionary that just came back from a damn missionary trip, running point guard in the Elite Eight. What was we supposed to do? You can't do nothing with that.
And it's like, I honestly think like this year, the way that we played, this was one of the best teams that I've seen that played together in a long time for us. They played together defensively. They were number 6 or 5th in the nation in free throw percentage. I had never seen in one of our teams the year before what lost us a game in the tournament could be what would win us the tournament the next year. Because literally you get to the tournament, you're shooting 85% from the free throw line as a team.
We couldn't buy a bucket. This year was horrible, but I'm a diehard fan, so I'm sticking with the team, and we're gonna be in there smacking people next year, and I'm perfectly okay with that. With the number 3 recruiting class in the nation.
Whenever we went to the NIT with Archie Goodwin and all them, I filled out an NIT bracket. I said, "Let's do it."
Hey, I don't know who blessed us. It was probably Dean Smith. He probably blessed us. R.I.P. He was like, look, if Carolina can't be in the tournament, then we ain't having no tournament. Cancel all this shit. Canceled everything, so don't nobody get to play. Y'all
was probably, honestly, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all was probably the worst team in college basketball this year.
Whoa, come on. That's just foul to even say, bro.
Y'all would say that. Roy Williams was like, man, my heart. I wish that he would just have another vertigo thing so he could be like, I'm not coaching anymore.
Wow. That's dirty, bro.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. We had a chance at the Final Four for sure, especially how they played defense. Emmanuel quickly, like, bro, what Emmanuel did at the end of the year, and Nick Richards, like, literally from beginning of the year to the end of the year, what he looked like. And to have our big men shoot 80% from the free throw line.
I have a question. Right here. You gotta tag me in so I can ask it. Thank you, sir. Why did y'all waste that man's time from Stanford?
Reed Travis?
Yes. Travis Reed, yeah. Reed Travis, he was a man child. He was killing with Stanford. Came to y'all with cheeks.
He couldn't adapt to the system. He still played very well. He averaged 10 and 9.
Bro, he was averaging like 28 at Stanford.
He's also in the Pac-12.
So you telling me his ass up there?
It's, I mean, you might as well be in the WAC.
So what's the Big 12 then?
Big 12? God, I mean, it's Kansas, Baylor, and then shit. And then shit.
Yeah. A lot of shit over there.
It's pretty bad.
It's not, you don't tune in and be like, oh, it's the Big 12 Tournament Challenge. You don't tune into that shit. It's not like there's a lot of stuff in there to to watch.
We have that tournament challenge with the ACC and Big 12 and everything. I'm like, ACC I'll tune into. Other shit, no. Oh, bam.
Hey, oh, you got the arms out. Okay, all right.
I'm always late, man.
All right, buddy. You got your guns out and stuff.
Oh yeah, man.
It would. Go ahead. Hey, it's your turn, Forrest. No.
Yeah, man. Like,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
man, I ain't gonna lie. Like, when I was about 2 years younger, man. I was real into fitness, but I started getting fat, man.
You must got a girlfriend or a wife or something. That shit happens.
Yeah, I'm married. I got a daughter now. I got dad bod.
Oh yeah, you got dad bod. See, I'm still fighting it. I'm still out here, working out. I can't get dad bod at all.
I got dad bod, bro.
All I did after I got hurt was eat. And that's all I've done for the past.
But you still skinny, man.
Yeah, you got fast metabolism. You got white people metabolism.
Dude, I see you without a shirt on. No homo.
Pause.
That's not skinny, bro. Like
You got a belly.
Bro, you just seen me last month. You don't think I'm fat?
You're not fat, man.
I guess.
If you're fat, then I'm fat.
You are fat.
Bitch.
Then I'm fat compared to you.
Damn,
right.
My man said I'm fat out here.
All right, Lamar, we got to backtrack and we have to ask.
My bad. I was late, man. I was barbecuing. I don't know if y'all checked my Instagram.
I did, and it looked all amazing. I thought
I was waiting for another shirt plug.
Huh?
I was waiting for another shirt plug.
Another shirt plug?
I was waiting for another shirt plug. You look, man. You look good in my clothes.
Hey, man, no, shirt is fire, bro. I definitely gotta get some more, man. Seriously, people was asking me about them and stuff like that. I was like, hey, man, I put it on my YouTube too, on my story, and on my story. Yeah, people was asking me where I got it from. I let them know, but I'm put it in my lookbook. I got a lookbook coming soon, bro.
You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ask Forrest because I know Forrest. I've been fucking with Forrest for a while. Forrest, should I bring him on as a brand ambassador?
Yeah.
All right, say less. Welcome to the squad.
Hey, man, I'm down, bro. But seriously, though, bro, a lot of people love it. And I was like, bro, I seen your shirts. I was like, man, I got to give me some of these joints, bro. Especially the one I put on. That joint is cold, bro.
Yeah, the white on white, it bangs. As soon as you posted it, here comes Forrest. Forrest was like, hey, bro. I need that shirt.
Cold, bro. That junk cold.
Let's backtrack real quick, Lamar. With The Last Dance coming on tonight at 9, what is the Vintage World, aka Derek? What are you expecting or looking forward to, or what are your anticipations? Is I guess what I'm like.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to see. So, like I said, I'm a young cat in the game. I want to see how people thought about him. You see like the famous interviews and stuff like that, but I want to see. I heard they got BJ Armstrong on there. They got a couple other people that's like was more of like behind the scenes players. You know what I'm saying? That talk about Jordan. And when I was growing up, bro, I heard a lot of people said Jordan was an asshole. People said that about him.
Yeah.
And, so I'm trying to see like exactly how he was as a person, a teammate. And this gonna say a lot, especially for the younger cats that's out there buying all these shoes and watch some of his tapes and that know he was one, know he was a GOAT in the game, but to actually know a little bit more about him as a player back in the day. So
I'm here to say he's gonna come off as an asshole, straight up across the board. If you're here to think that Jordan was a good guy and be like, oh, he's so sweet, he has a big heart, absolutely not. Don't even tune in, don't watch it. Because that's not what you're going to get. He was straight up. He wanted to win by any means necessary.
And that was what he used to say. His motto was win at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. And it's not going to change his legacy because it's something that happened so long ago.
Yeah.
And people are still going to, that's Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
He already got y'all's money. He don't care.
Yeah, just like a lot of people back in the day, it was a lot different. Like even comedians, they talked about a lot of stuff that they could not talk about today.
Like Richard Pryor.
Yeah,
comedian.
Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. Bro, I did not know Eddie Murphy was a freaking he was an asshole back in the day about a whole bunch of different aspects of life. But we can't talk about it now, but he was an asshole, bro. And I'm a big fan of him still to this day. But back in the day, if I was watching him, I'd probably be like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, Eddie Murphy was wild, bro. He was wild.
I mean, look at Charles Barkley. You know what I'm saying? He came out with commercials. He's like, I'm not a role model. Don't try and be like me. And now we have a modern day Charles Barkley and Draymond Green. Draymond Green don't try to kiss no ass. He's just like, hey, yo, this is me. Whatever you got to say about it, you can meet me elsewhere. Now, do I think does Draymond Green really want smoke with anybody? Absolutely not. Because if he went up against Zach Randolph or went against, Kendrick Perkins or something like that.
He went against LeBron too. He tried it, bro.
Bro, LeBron ain't about throwing no hands. He'll lose too much, bro.
But who tries LeBron? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody tried to come at LeBron. He's the only person that tried to come to him, I would say.
Patrick Beverly will come at LeBron?
Now he would. Like 2 years ago, Patrick Beverly was a little quieter than he is now. I say he made his name when he played against OKC in that playoff series when what's his name got hurt.
I'll say the one thing that, like I said, I'm kind of looking forward to, and again, I'll kind of repeat myself again, I guess, but is back then, this is something that none of us have seen before. Nobody other than sports writers have been able to see a lot. And Michael said this in an interview about this. He said, people have to realize there's a cost to winning. And he said, I'm gonna come off like an asshole.
That's what I'm saying. This show right here is gonna show a lot, because a lot of people. I don't want to talk too much about LeBron today, but a lot of people say LeBron he doesn't give it his all, I would say, or he wasn't what's it called? What's the word? Clutch. He wasn't a clutch player. So I gotta see what what they say about Jordan around these times. And everybody knows Jordan clutch, but
I mean, you gotta think about it. LeBron has so many endorsements. He's in the limelight. There's social media. There's so many things that he would lose if he didn't do the things that he did. If somebody asks for an autograph and he says no, and they catch it on camera, oh boy, the whole world's gonna blow up. Back in the day, I'm pretty sure Jordan used to cuss little niggas out. He'd be like, "Can I get an autograph?" No, right now I'm tired. I got some girls waiting in the room. Back up off me.
Exactly.
There wasn't nobody there to say nothing.
Exactly.
Here's the difference, and the thing that I really, again, go all day, whatever. I respect LeBron for what he's done and what he's done outside of basketball and everything, because it's made so many people's lives so much better just by him being in their life. And the same thing with Kobe Bryant. Both of LeBron and Kobe are using their statuses to boost other people up, and that's amazing. But LeBron has showed that, he is the nice guy. He isn't the asshole. He's not gonna push you by knocking you the hell out like Michael knocked Steve Kerr out.
But you can't do that no more though. Like, look at freaking stuff even in the NFL. Like, dude, what's his name? The linebacker trying to crack dude over the head with the helmet. They try to crucify this man. Like,
oh yeah, you talk about
they try to like really end his whole career. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do stuff like you used to do back in the day. Like, as far as Michael Jordan punching his own teammate, dude, if you do that today, you're gonna get messed up, bro.
Like, Mike used to literally fight on the court. Like, it was just a fight. They would fight in the first quarter. Third quarter, he's dropping 20 in the whole quarter. And nowadays, if you fought, period, you're getting suspended.
You might lose some endorsements.
Bro, that's the biggest thing, bro. You lose endorsements. That's money. Like, look, I like money. I don't know about y'all. If me and Forrest fall out, I ain't finna fight you and lose my Soul Premise, Container Store. I'm not losing all these shits because I don't like you, my guy. We just gonna have to not get along.
Exactly, bro. See, that's what I'm saying.
Like, and again, me and DaVintage, we have these conversations all the time, and we never get heated unless
bro, I'll be laughing at me and Forrest literally go at it almost every time LeBron or Jordan come up. I know we're gonna have a conversation. So
are you a LeBron fan, DaVintage?
I'm a LeBron fan. Yeah, I'm not saying LeBron. This is what I think people get me confused at, bro. I'm a LeBron fan. That don't mean I hate anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so is LeBron, in your eyes, is LeBron better than Jordan?
He one of the best.
Okay, so he's up there. He's up there on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, when I was younger, look, I'm only 23. When I was about 17, 18, listen, when I was 17, 18, I was like, LeBron the best, because that's all you gotta think about. That's all I'm watching. I'm watching LeBron in his prime. Like, ain't nobody better than LeBron. But now
Of course, I gotta show him the tape.
Yeah, bro. But now to actually like look back, watch some of Jordan's like hardwood classics, go back and watch some of his stuff like that, learn about him. Shit, bruh.
It was effortless, bro. It was effortless. Everything he did was effortless.
It's still a debate though.
Funny. But like here's the thing, like with me, like it was just different. And you know, me and Divinage, like the only time one of our conversations ever get kind of heated is whenever one of us been drinking and the other one's, you know, one of us been drinking, you better expect somebody, yeah. But,
yo, as long as nobody says anything bad about Carolina or Jordan, I'm Gucci. Or my Titans. Those are my three things.
Bro, that's the thing. I never say nothing bad about anybody. But if I want to get on the Forest skin, I know how to easily, bro.
Like, and
I'd be like Jordan trash. Oh, we're gonna talk for hours. Hey, if you want to talk the Forest, say Jordan trash. Y'all gonna talk for some hours. I think
we can talk about Kentucky. Talk about Kentucky or the Patriots.
I think the other night we talked for about 3 hours. My wife was like, "Who are you talking to? Who are you texting?" I'm texting Forest.
Hey, and the thing is, like, people don't understand our relationship. Our relationship, like, we're literally, me and Divinage, I don't really think blood could make us any closer.
Yeah, facts, bro.
But in my eyes, Michael was, like I said before, Michael was the reason I played basketball. Like, that was it. Like, I remember, and even watching him literally with the Wizards being 38, 39 years old, still averaging 20 in a modern era of the NBA with, you know, the primetime Lakers with Shaq and Kobe.
That's
and it's like, you know, Jordan's a better scorer, and a lot of things, it's like what a lot of people get. And
like hard. The pinstripe joint, that's hard.
This the OG joint too.
Yeah, I can tell. I got the pinstripe in them joint. That's hard.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you what I'm wearing tonight. This is an occasion, goddamn it.
Yeah, bro, exactly. To the living room.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got ESPN Plus.
It's coming on regular ESPN, bro. You good?
I ain't got it. I gotta turn that joint on.
Let me show y'all what I'm rocking tonight.
Forrest,
this is for you. I want you to tell me what season this is from. All right.
Man, yeah, I was out there grilling, boy. That joint was good too. I had itis for a minute. That's why I was late. I was laying down, had to take another shower, bro.
Oh Jesus,
dude!
I'm showing my age out here.
96.
Yeah, this is the warm up, man. This is. Hold on. I'm in my bag tonight, damn it.
My daughter just woke up.
Uh-oh.
Kareem will run Jordan in the ones.
Jordan's better.
Back in the day, bro. Back in the day, these are playing like Converse and Chuck Taylors and stuff, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh God, he's the playoffs.
Bro. When they gonna? I thought they was bringing them back like 2 years ago.
Look, man, I'm gonna need y'all to chill. Let me, you know, enjoy my good life with my 2 pair that I got, man.
You gonna get another pair?
I know, but man, every time they retro something, I gotta hear the quality is not as good, and this is off.
It don't match the OGs.
Yeah, it don't match
the same.
The tongue cut is higher than.
You must have heard somebody talk about the Flints.
Look, I mean, hell, like the blue doesn't match a darker shade of blue.
Yeah.
Just be happy you can get them. Just be happy, be in the moment. Be happy that you're financially, you know, in a place where you can, you know, buy it, you can get it. Like, this to stop all the bitching.
Exactly.
But my thing is like, and also one thing that I think that people might see today is how underrated of a teammate Michael was, and like how underrated of a passer he was. Because again, like I stated earlier, he holds the record in a final series by a non-point guard in assists per game in the whole series. He holds the record. He's at 11.4 assists per game.
And Divinage, would LeBron have beat that this season if the season wouldn't been canceled?
Hey, I'm gonna let Jordan have his day today, man. I ain't gonna talk about it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. See, I like this young cat, man.
Yeah, man. I'm not. This is Jordan Day. Like I can talk about Bron all day, what he's done, but I'm gonna let So I gotta learn a little bit more about Jordan today. I know, not a lot. I know a lot, but not everything about Jordan.
And it's like what I think about, honestly. And it's like what I said earlier. Like Michael as a shooter, not a 3-point shooter, but a pure shooter overall. I honestly think that, and Kevin Durant just said this in an interview about Mike, he's a top 5 shooter of all time, just of pure shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Because of his position, a lot of his shots, a lot of people see the high-flying dunks and this and that.
That mid-range.
His mid-range, that was his bread and butter.
That's
nasty. The 50% of his shot chart for his entire career.
Are you seeing that the other day?
Yes.
Bro, that shit was crazy. They showed the shot chart, the court and shit of his mid range. That shit was crazy, bro.
And if you think about it too, but then he adapted to the 3-point shot in 1996. He shot 42% from 3. So, and that's the thing is, and it's like what Phil Jackson said about him and about also like Kobe, is both of them the year prior, they would be like, what was I not that good at?
Mm-hmm.
Go work on that now.
Let me go work on that.
And like that's the one thing that I wish LeBron would do. And again, I respect the shit out of LeBron. I think it's just I just don't like his fans as much. If you look at this, if LeBron took and then went and practiced his free throws, because the biggest flaw that I see in LeBron's game,
bro, did you see his free throws this year?
66%, something like that. Like
lower than that. The end of the season was like 60, bro. I was like, bro, are you serious, bro? Like, it's like Shaq. Shaq have so many more points. Shaq probably would have been the number 1 scorer type shit.
Yeah,
but he shot so terrible from free throw. Like LeBron is putting himself in the same hole. Like, goddamn.
And and honestly, in the vintage, you can even admit this: a bad free throw shooting that's a crutch. Like that'll cost you.
I can't say about Bron in the playoffs, it always goes up. It's not high, but it's always in the 70s, which is still not good if you were fucking. He said it's still not good. I'm not talking about LeBron. I ain't talking about Bron because it gonna seem like I'm giving him a crutch or something. I ain't doing it.
Today ain't his day. Today you gonna let us have our day.
Easy's kind of right too, right here. He said Jordan's fadeaway was equivalent to Kareem's skyhook.
You couldn't stop it. You couldn't do nothing with it. You could just look at it and go like this. Yeah, damn.
You know what, bro? So for me, I'm younger. You know what I'm saying? I'm younger. I'm the young cat coming up watching who was Jordan type shit. And dude, he was doing stuff, and I'm like, it looked too easy. So my argument used to be back in the day. I used to be like, it wasn't no competition for him, type shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's fair to say though. I just think he was just nasty.
He was just that good.
He was just nasty, yeah. So,
and the thing is, like, whenever people bring that up, we just talked about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You look at all the all-time greats that he played against, and not alone in the finals, because he kept. Karl Malone don't have a ring because of him.
Reggie Miller
have a ring. Reggie Miller, Patrick
Gary Payton.
Gary Payton got a ring because of Dwayne Wade, but Gary Payton prior to that, Sean Kemp.
Well, let's not forget. Let's just call a spade a spade. While Jordan was with the Bulls, nobody got rings. Nobody.
Exactly.
Now, when Jordan went to the Wizards, okay.
I got a question for you, bro. I got a question for you. So, six finals appearances, 6. See, this I don't want to sound wrong, bro. 6 finals appearances, 6 finals rings. You know what I'm saying? 6 rings.
Mm-hmm.
This is my only question because everybody say Jordan is, the GOAT. I'm just like, bro, what about the other 11, 10 years? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
He was in contention. He just never got there. But I can tell you Jordan's stats in Game 7. It was 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0 because he never went to a Game 7 because he won all them shits.
Yeah.
And like, everybody always brings up like the first 2 years of his career where he was put out in the first round.
He was hurt too.
They don't broke somewhere with his foot or something, right? Or ankle?
Yeah,
hurt. But everybody don't bring up the teams he played against. They don't bring up how he got swept by the Celtics, who had 6 Hall of Famers on it with Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, Kevin Johnson, Bill Walton.
Yeah,
and he
crazy.
And with nobodies. And also, and then if you think
Doug Collins as a coach.
Yeah, with Phil Collins as a coach. And then you have Sidney Moncrief and all them of the Milwaukee Bucks. It was himself versus 3 other Hall of Famers against the Bucks his rookie year. But they don't talk about the prior season, the reason that they were in that way to draft Michael, in that they won 11 games the season before he got there. And then he takes them directly to play the Celtics.
In contention? Boy.
I got you, yeah.
It's just tough, and he didn't miss the playoffs until he went to the Wizards.
Now remember the vintage. When he got there, he did work. When he made it there, he did work.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not taking anything away from LeBron. LeBron is a phenomenal athlete, phenomenal phenom for your guys' generation. And I salute that man. But let that man be a star in our generation. Because we got art. That's just like you can't compare, Usher to Barry White. You can't compare Trey Songz to Teddy Pendergrass. Like
Chris Brown and Michael.
We got our greats. You got your greats.
Yeah.
Let that just, be in the lane. Like right now, how they're doing all the Versus stuff on Instagram Live, last night where it was horrible. We're not going to talk about it, but it was horrible. But for us seeing greats that we grew up with go at it one-on-one with hits is saying something. So now everybody's talking like, yo, who can we put Trey Songz against? Or who can we put Usher against? Who can we put Chris Brown against? But it's people that are in the same contention. LeBron would be there. You got LeBron, you got Kobe, you got Jordan. We're not taking away their greatness. We're talking about what's going to make a great matchup.
Gotcha.
And I mean, as a LeBron fan, I'm sure in your eyes, LeBron will bust everybody's ass. I get it. I understand it. And in my eyes, Jordan would bust Monstar's ass, everybody's ass. Don't matter to me. Yeah. Jordan's my guy across the board.
Here's one thing that I like to say, too, about it is, especially with Mike, whenever people talk about, the numbers and everything, and they like to bring up stats and this and that, today's game is all about stats.
Yeah, last comment, or second to last. That's the one reason I hate, bro. It's not just Forrest. It's a whole bunch of people. I talked to a lot of people about this whole thing. Listen, no, seriously. Hey, I'm giving him a clap of the day, man. Shouts out to you, bro, because this is how I feel all the damn time, bro. Like, I'm not going to call them worshipers, but I don't know. Well, I call a spade, but, man, sometimes Jordan fans don't want to hear it, bro. I'd be like, damn, you bring up something. They're like, oh. I'd be like, oh, bro, like.
My question to him is, what was Jordan's fault? What was he bad at?
Him as a person?
Yeah, he wasn't a great person. That's
him as a person.
On that all day, every day. But my thing is too, if when I talk about this and the game is so different, with stats, now you have teams scoring 150 points a game. Or 160.
Hey, if Jordan played in the days there, I ain't gonna lie, he probably would have had. He would be number one scoring. So many more free throws easily. Just off of free throws, and he would have adapted more to the 3-point line.
Yeah, he probably averaged 40 or 50 a game.
Yeah, he was a good scorer, bro. He was great scorer.
James Harden's out here doing drop kicks from the top rope and still.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's exactly what I'm saying, bro.
Get touched and get foul calls. He literally doesn't get touched. And Jordan played in an era where
they take your head off.
They'll kill you.
Yeah, I see
Hey, look, if I go to the lane and I got Rick Mahorn and Bill Laimbeer, oh, you're not making that bucket. That bucket's not going to be gettable. I'm sorry.
You're going to feel it.
Exactly. You can't tell me LeBron would see Rick Mahorn and Bill Laimbeer and be like, oh, yeah, I'm about to dunk on these niggas.
Right, so they all agreed back in the day, their careers was way shorter.
Yeah, their careers were way shorter because they literally – you got beat up. There was – you have to think, though, too, and it's like what who said this? There was another player that came out about why their careers were shorter. of course, medicine and training, everything.
It was trash.
It's terrible. And then also, you would literally, instead of now going in the night before, like teams do now, staying the night a place or staying 2 nights, getting rest and everything, you would play an away game. You'd leave at 3. You'd have a double header. You'd be back at, like you would literally be back immediately, like, or you would get there the day of the game, stuff like that. Like it's so completely different.
I guarantee tonight we got 2 episodes. I guarantee you see no less than 4 fights. Jordan fighting at least 4 people in these 2 episodes. That's a guarantee off.
Hey, I can't wait to see that, bro. I can't wait to see it.
Straight up. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I got my time limit, my husband time limit to be on live. We getting ready to have some burgers, getting ready to grill out. I gotta get ready so I can watch this.
I got an Uncrustable.
You got, bro, that mug is dry now. You ain't open
No, yeah, that's since the last one time we went live.
Bro, you got to do something with that.
Let it thaw out, bro.
Who follows directions? See, I can tell. Damn it, Forrest. Nobody follows directions on an Uncrustable. You probably put your Pop-Tarts in the toaster, don't you? Don't you?
I eat my Pop-Tarts cold. Bro.
No, you don't. You sit up there. You like, just wait for it.
I will eat toast still.
Oh, that was good. You probably put your milk in the bowl first, don't you? Are you one of those guys? God damn it! You already said yeah. I got
Forrest,
you.
My God, man.
Forrest put milk in a bowl and cereal second. God damn it.
Now I will say I do that whenever it's time to fill the bowl back up.
Nah, bro, you do that to start it off, G.
No, that's it. You do it to start off, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. The vintage, I definitely get with you, Forrest. I appreciate you having me on. We'll definitely jump back on, next week. I'm over here talking like it's my damn show. But we'll definitely jump back on next week and talk about the 2 episodes. You know what? My theme is whenever I come on, I'm going to wear a Jordan jersey. I'm going to wear a OG Jordan jersey so that I can see how tight these jerseys was so that you couldn't shoot the goddamn ball.
Hey,
bet.
What I'm wearing to the couch today, I'm wearing my Jordan jersey, my pinstripe, my bread ones.
I'm going well, I don't know what I'm going with. I mean, if I'm wearing this, I gotta go playoff 13s.
Exactly. I can't wait to
bro, chill, bro. Let me live.
Bro, they've been saying it for the last 3 years. Like, bro, bring the shit out.
Look, man, y'all already got the DMPs. What else y'all want, man? I was sitting high with my pairs, looking nice and fresh, and they retro.
Aaron, it starts tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, do you think they'll do a shock drop tonight? Well, I said that y'all on here. Y'all think they'll do a shock drop of the 5s and 6s?
Bring your own, bro. I said DMP 11s, if anything.
DMP 11. Okay, now that's a reach, bro.
Reach.
DMP 11s?
Bro, I was gonna do a video and get some views on clickbait. I was gonna put my gold tag on my concourse. Shock drop.
This guy over here.
I was thinking about it, bro.
Nah, I think it'll probably be the DMP 6s for the people that missed out, or maybe the Fire Red 5s. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
With the Flint 13, what if they drop that?
No, bro, they're not dropping. That has nothing to do with the Bulls. Not a thing.
No, they need to, though, because I want to get them early.
Forrest, no, you don't need them, okay? You don't need them. You get everything else early. Let other people live out here.
Exactly. Yeah, but I also pay like twice for retail getting stuff early. Well, I get something for retail.
I know. If R. Lamar comes on this show again, you ain't got on R. Lamar. We're gonna squab next time we see each other. I know that.
All I know is if next time we go live
over here, man.
Next time,
I got in the shower, no homo.
Hey, next time that Jordan and Carolina Bulls shirt.
Oh,
and
man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to throw hands. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay, you wear R. Lamar in the next 2 videos. I'll make sure I ship it out.
Next 2 videos, Jesus.
The next 2 lives.
Oh, okay.
All right, bet I can do that. Hey, I appreciate y'all. I'm out though.
See, bro. But yeah, I'm definitely.
This is gonna be a good one, bro. Like I said, this one's gonna be for somebody that ain't really watched him growing up. It's gonna be good for me to watch like something like this, like a movie that they redo type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let me
kind of like Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
I just it's just going to be a lot, honestly, and it's going to be kind of cool for people to actually see. And again, like I said, it's something that nobody's ever had access to before, and nobody's ever been able to see this side of Michael. And that's why, like, a lot of people are saying, like, he's kind of now, like, hold on, like, I don't know if I should let this out or not, because he kind of, and something somebody else said the other day makes so much sense. They said that, honestly, this might reopen some old wounds for people, that they'll be like, damn, I forgot that happened. Mike really did it to me.
Like Isaiah Thomas or somebody like that?
No, like a teammate or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, and it's like what they said, like, it really could open up some old wounds or some old scars by people, because they could be like, Mike really did do that to me. I forgot about that. And Mike has tried to explain it, which is what kind of scares me of, him saying it, because Mike's already said, I was tough on them because I needed them to be tough in the playoffs. That already tells me that he's expecting something in there to look a little off from people.
But this is my question to you, bro. So you know how it was back in the day. It was no filters type stuff. But when you see Kobe recently, all his old videos come out, but I know a lot of people already seen it when he was cursing out his teammates in practice, telling them they're trash, they need to pick this shit up, stuff like that. I don't mean to curse. But you know how he was. I'm wondering if it's like players today that's like that. Like you see Steph Curry, you see him quiet on the court, but what if he's like, if you see a tape 20 years later and he's like, hey man, come, you know what I'm saying? Like Jordan.
Kevin Durant has already said and Jay Williams, he just did an interview about this today. And I'll send it to you so you can watch it too, because he actually goes into depth of him watching Michael and stuff like that, of what he took from Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of, sometimes you have to sacrifice that good guy mentality, because some people take to that. Some people, like, I have a friend that was recruited by a D1 college, but because the coach didn't curse enough, he didn't go. He said, I want to stay there. He said, I need my coach to cuss me out.
Got you.
That fires me up. Some people don't react well to being cussed out and being punched and stuff like that. Like, but
look at him today. He's smacking Malik Monk in the back of the head. Like, what you doing?
Yeah. And the thing is, he played Malik Monk whenever he was a rookie and beat him. He still plays him.
That's crazy.
It's just, and it's kind of funny. Like the other day, whenever they was asking, who would you take today, LeBron or Mike? I'm like, LeBron. Michael's 55, 56. Like, it's a no-brainer. But,
yeah. Gotcha.
I think it's like today's going to be something that, and honestly, bro, it's an event, especially for sports fans, and especially people like Chris. I got off the phone with him earlier. He said, I'm going to relive my childhood tonight.
Exactly.
This is my childhood.
Exactly, bro.
And for some people, like, this is going to bring back a lot of memories, and it's just really cool. And like, they interviewed Bill Winnington today, which of course, Bill Winnington, never a amazing player, but was a decent role player, good rebounder for the Bulls. And they said, what's your favorite Jordan memory? And he said, I blocked his shot on a 3-on-2 drill. He said the rest of the practice, he made sure he attacked me and kept on going into my body. And every time he'd hit me with his elbow or hit me with something. And he said every time, he said, I can't repeat what he'd say to me, but he said he was challenging me. He said that's what he would do. He was challenging. And they asked him, they said, what was it like? Because he played in the years where he retired and when Mike came back. They said, what was the practices like? And he said, honestly, the practices were way more competitive when Michael was there, but he said Scotty did a great job as well. That you can clearly tell that when Michael was there, there was a different like aura to it. Like there was a different amount of work. And like he was talking about, like he said when Phil wanted a good practice, he would put Mike or Scotty against each other. Instead of on like starters and stuff. Because he said Dennis, it didn't matter what team he's playing on. Dennis, he didn't care who you were, he's hitting you. He said it just didn't matter. He said Dennis, and that's one player that I will say that if I had to go back and if you put them in today's game, Dennis Rodman couldn't play.
No,
there's no way. He was so physical, and the things that he did, and he got a lot of bad media rep then. So just imagine what it would be like now.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that one. I feel you. I don't know, like, so for me, I'm not even like, I didn't really, of course, you know, Scotty, you know, Dennis, you know a lot of those players that played with Michael. But as far as the Bulls, you know, it's just strictly Jordan. But I guess for this show too, I'm gonna learn some more about Dennis Rodman, you know, Scottie Pippen and stuff like that. And BJ Armstrong was somebody that I looked up to as a point guard growing up. I want to see like different people, some of their stories too, how they came up and stuff like that, because I feel like that's gonna be very interesting to me as well. So this is gonna show a lot, you know what I'm saying? Especially for me and you too. I know you watch all his tapes and stuff, but still going back and getting to the deep, you know what I'm saying, nitty gritty of his game. It's gonna be clutch, bro. It's gonna be nice for us.
This is behind the scenes. This is
exactly,
you know, I've never seen this. My dad made me watch all the tapes. My dad done this like before I could play. I'm gonna be able to see what it was like to practice with Mike. I'm gonna be able to see what it was like to get cussed out by Mike, or you know, and it's gonna be tough and it's gonna be different. And like I said, I'm excited for it. I'm ready for it. And who knows? But yeah, man, I guess we're going to hop off. We've been on for an hour and a half. Jeez,
yeah, I came on late, bro. My bad. I just had to take a shower. I had barbecue all over my body, man. I had to get it off, bro.
Well, one thing, I was looking up flights to San Antonio whenever I saw that barbecue. So.
Hey, man, shit, come here, bro. I got enough rooms for you. Come on, man. Come on down, bro.
Because I know for a fact there ain't no barbecue going down over here for a while.
So. Yeah, whenever you do come, I'm going to throw a barbecue for you, bro.
Facts. But all right, y'all, we're gonna head out. The Vintage Quest, shout yourself out real quick.
Hey man, make sure you go subscribe to my channel, the Vintage World, either one. Follow me on IG, the Vintage World, all that good stuff. Tonight about to be a super lit night. About to watch some behind the scenes of Michael Jordan's career. So it's gonna be very nice. So yeah, appreciate for Forrest. You got kicks for putting me on here. And we gotta do a recap or something like that tomorrow or tonight, either one, so we can talk to, you know what I'm saying, your followers. Cause I know you got a deep as far as Jordan fans that want to really watch this show. So I'm down, bro. So just let me know.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But all right, y'all, you already know if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We almost hit 13K, really close. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I love you guys. Mamba forever. Never forget that. It will always be Mamba forever. But tonight is Mike's night. So everybody have fun. Get your outfits ready for the couch. Let's go. See y'all.